Hello there folks and welcome back to episode 6 of our Ashes Cricket Player Career Mode. Today we are quite literally continuing on now from our first innings against whoever it was, Huntington, that was the one, Huntingdon, yeah it is Huntingdon. But welcome to TIJ Gaming folks. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Again, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We do cricket content, golf content, F1, tennis maybe sometimes, snooker. But this is the exact continuation of the last episode, so I recommend if you haven't watched that quite yet to go and watch that episode. But today we are going to continue on from the previous episode, in which we played against Huntington in the first innings. But we're on 12 for 19 at the moment, so a bit of potential to go somewhere. But a few bounces this bowler's bowled, I have to say it's horrible. But I remember last over that we played in the last episode against Livingston, he bowled a wide and a no ball there. That's just not going to help. And surprisingly, he's actually moved this field. It was very crowded on the onside, but for some reason, he's changed that field. Possibly a few more slips. I mean, look, oh well, to be fair, there's only 2 slips, but a bit more of a crowded, bit more of a defensive field. I'm interested why there's no one between mid-off and forward point there. It's a big gap there. No one on the boundary either. That's an interesting one. Might be encouraged to go for that sort of shot. The only reason we didn't get a 4 off that probably is just because it hit the ground and didn't have the best contact with the bat, but a good over for us so far. I mean, technically it's what 6 runs because of the extras they're giving away, but on our tally it's 14 off 21. But we need to evolve these 14s, 20s, 30s to 50s and 60s, I think. And we're not going to do it by playing those sort of shots straight to the fielder. Topley's on strike though now, our new partner. I was going to say we've got another partner, because I was just about to say that Topley would probably be out, but I have to say, look at this onside, look at the amount of fielders that are there. Just for us to stay in and survive. I mean, luckily there's only 1 ball left in this over, I didn't notice that. But I hate the spinners, particularly when they go so cruel on you like that. But how many balls? He faced 3 and got a single. Yeah, this is the sort of fielding which Livingston had earlier, which wasn't particularly nice. Ooh, that was lucky. My heart sunk there because I thought, no, there's going to be a fielder there, there's going to be a slip. It was an edge. It was quite an outside edge and quite a lucky one in that it travelled quite quickly because the pace of the ball was quick. It was an edge. It went between second slip and the other fielder, and luckily it's gone very quickly to the boundary, and I'll take that as a boundary. Brilliant. Wasn't planning for that shot. I mean, I was planning for that shot, not that, but they've covered that position now just in case we hit that sort of shot again. Decent shot, that is. We can get for 2. We're scoring a bit aggressively now, which is nice. And we said this last episode in that we do need a first innings win to make sure we win on countback. Which I think we will do. I don't think we'll lose 6 wickets for 98. And with the way we're going, we're batting quite well. I mean, that's lovely. Another boundary that should be. Quality timing, quality shot from a good ball, to be fair, straight to us. And this is going very well now. And that is 11 off the over. I mean, the first boundary came quite luckily, I have to say, in that we got the edge. But 10 off the last 3 balls. And that not only helps our individual strike rate, it helps the run rate and the general gist and how the team are getting on. So that's positive. Topley gets 2, though, off that over, which is a little bit disappointing. But nonetheless, we can be the leading run scorer. I'm not too bothered about that. Only 3 overs left in the day, so I'd quite like to survive the day, definitely. Oh, for goodness sake, Topley. That would have gone straight to the boundary if you hadn't have stopped that. But it went straight to Topley's legs. I mean, sure, it might have hurt his foot, but still, regardless. Oh, dear, he's ruined that. And now, we're going to have to go for quite a tricky shot. Not a comfortable shot, just to get runs. I mean, look at that. It's not the nicest shot in the world. No, just the single there. Just the single. I mean, as you can see, it's kind of dusk now. The floodlights will need to come on soon. Is it the morning already? Oh, there we go. He's played the 2 overs. There we go. It's quite nice seeing how we've got on. High score 39, 4 matches, average of 20, and funnily enough, 26 the score we're on now. But it looks like that Topley bowled out batted out the rest of the day, and it's the start of a new day. 110 overs to play today. First ball of the day, and it's straight to the fielder. Would have been nice to start off with a boundary, but you're going to be very lucky to get that. Looks lovely, I have to say. I remember the Midlands being like this with lots of mountains about. Oh dear, I am funny sometimes. Right, we've got a good strike rate so far, but balls like that are not going to help our strike rate at all. 150 for 4 though, we've done well. 26 contributing to that. I've said it before, I'll say it again, we need a 50 I think. And balls like that aren't quite going to get to the boundary, I don't think at least. We're going to get 3 off it though. Oh, are we? Oh, it's going to be close. Luckily no direct impact with the wicket or else that might well have been out. But a good ball like that is always going to help. And a single from Topley puts us back on strike for the last ball of this over against Reese. End of his 9th over. Oh, straight to the fielder there. Not quite the angle we wanted. And after that, I noticed that Topley's on strike a lot. Whether that's just because we're playing aggressive shots and he's thinking about being on strike more, I don't know. But it seems peculiar that he's on strike a lot. Again, another over that's been a maiden. I don't get Livingston bowling, I really don't. He's been quite poor. Giving away wides, etc. That's why he's bowled. That's exactly why Livingston has bowled. Oh dear. Well, we're out for the customary 20 or 30 score. 29 we've got there off 33 balls. We attacked that. We were too late in our timing and it just went to the fielder that was quite lucky to the bear. I mean, in normal circumstances, that fielder would never really be there. But it was a good ball. We played it and it went straight to the fielder. The fielder, we've got an acrobatic catch. And again, we've contributed what we can, but it's getting a little bit frustrating now in that we can't get that breakthrough score. We're meandering about these 20 and 30 scores. I mean, we're going to lose this first innings, aren't we? I mean, how embarrassing. From 150 for 4 for about, what, 100... Well, there you go. 156 for 5 all the way down to 192. I mean, look at that from McCarthy. 8-1-4-6-6. Well, oh dear. And Topley was a waste of time. 26 off 66 balls. Well, we've lost the first innings, which could count crucially on countback. Well, that's interesting. Really is. But how there's the innings going to go? You can bet your life that they have a really good innings now. I mean, look at this. 2 centuries. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, they may as well declare now. There's no way we're going to beat that sort of score. And it's the start of day 3. And we're not going to beat that score in a million years. But we can go out and bat with a bit of pride. Try and smack the ball a bit. I mean, 4-7-8 is the target. No chance. Absolutely no chance. Fair play to Vessels and McCallum though with 45 and 55 apiece. But we might as well just swing it now. Might as well just go for it. That's no, strikes the fielder. We're not in a good team here, I can tell. We're really not playing well. And I don't think it's the opposition innings, it's the fact that we're bottling it so much. That's not helping at all. Well, a single gets off the mark. At least we haven't had a duck yet ourselves. I mean, we are still quite consistent, but what's annoying me is that we just can't quite get that breakthrough score. That might well be in this innings. Maybe we can go for it a bit here. There's no restriction. We've, in effect, lost the match. Shouldn't really be saying that, but with 60 overs left, 300 odd to get, we need at least 6 and over, which, to be honest, we're not going to be in for that long. Also, we're not going to be getting the 5 or 6 and over because it seems the other batsmen aren't as equally strong as us, equally aggressive, which is a bit of a problem. Plus the fact we can't get boundaries on this wicket because look at the fields. They're so well spread by the bowler. I have to say, there's not much chance. I mean, we're not going to go for that sort of shot with the fielder there, particularly right by us. That just seems silly. There's not really much option for us, but that is a lovely shot. We've just found a gap in the field, but the fielder's going to run to the boundary, unfortunately, and pick this one up, and it only limits us to 2. And getting 2s, even if you get 12 and over, we're not going to be in for that long, because there's bound to be one shot that we miss. But he's changed the field for a more aggressive field. Maybe he's going to try and get the quick wicket, I'm not sure. I mean, that's a nice shot. Just a single, though, there. And Wang is back on strike. I wonder if you can move teams. It's an interesting one. Not that I would, but I do think that this team isn't really good enough. But fundamentally, there's no way we're going to be called up for the county at this stage. I mean, if we're getting 6s and 8s in a meandering losing team, why on earth would we be called up for Warwickshire? I mean, that's just stupid. 12 off 19 though for Wang. Again, not good enough really in terms of strike rate to be winning this match. There's no way we're going to win, but I feel that if we're playing the way that we might as well try and win, we're not going to get a draw. That's the thing with these matches. You can't get a draw because of the count-back rule. I mean, the beats in both innings, for goodness sake, so far. Oh, wow.
Not able to connect there.
Just beaten. Not able to connect's one word, but another word is we were just beaten. Oh, that's a decent shot. I don't like those red shots. They're a little bit slower with the spinners. With a fast bowler, it tends to be a bouncer, but we'll go for it anyway. I'm not really bothered now. Boundary would be nice to end the over on. Well, at least we weren't out there. A bit late though on the timing. We can't get too aggressive though. We don't want to down the average or anything like that. We want to make sure we get a decent score. And in the end of the day, stay in the team. Here comes Topley though. The big scoring batsman. Not. Wonder how many our pal Wang was out for. 18 off 25. Livingston bowled him. Interesting. Clean bowl by Livingston. Well, bye-bye. 125 for 4. We're usually the man that comes in at this point at 6, but for this match, for some reason, O'Neill's been dropped. He usually comes in at 5, and we've been put at number 5. I mean, we dealt with that decently so far. I don't mind going to 5. In fact, I don't mind being an opener, for goodness sake. Probably going to sneeze now. Oh dear, bless me. I'll keep that in though, just for the comical value. Livingston with a crazy ball there. Again, a wide or a no ball. I think it was a wide. That was an awful sneeze though. Sorry all your headphone users there, but I'm going to keep it in. It was a bit of a sound effect, and you can't find them on the internet for free. So there you go. I'll give you me sneezing. Oh dear. I wish these cricket videos were actually about the cricket. To be fair, they are. They are. I mean, there's a gap there. Oh, blooming hell. Another stupid bouncer there. What's Livingston playing at? I really don't know. One more ball above the shoulder. I think it's a no ball. Or a wide. I don't know what it's classed as. In he comes again with a Yorker. Well, oh, I couldn't see where the ball was going there. Is it going to go straight down the ground? Unfortunately, it's not. The fielder is quick enough to get there. But we'll take the 2. Well, I'd have took the single. I'd have took any runs. But we'll take the 2. Hopefully we don't fall foul of Livingston again here by getting an edge and going to that sort of fielder here that we're focusing on. In he comes again though. Nice shot. He's going to run to it though. This field's been set out quite well to avoid boundaries, I feel, and it's another duo of runs, another double, which I'm quite happy with. Certainly better than nothing is 2 runs. We're just trying to improve our experience. Get a first 50, that'd be brilliant. We keep saying this, and that's the big aspiration. A 50 would be brilliant. And shots like that, we always like York because we can time them well, and it's gone straight to the boundary. And in those last 3 runs, we have started to get our confidence. And if only other batsmen in the team played like this, we'd have a much better chance of winning these 3-day matches, because it was all about obviously staying at the crease and building up a big score. But the only reason that you build up a big score is through consistent batting. Topley scored 1 there in 3. He'll score about 20 in 60 again and be a bit ineffectual, to be honest. It's aggressive running, but if there's a single there to be had, you get it. I mean, we've pretty much lost the game, so there shouldn't be really anything about tactics at this point. Just as many runs as you can, try and reduce the deficit, in my opinion. But if we can't get an odd number of runs on this ball, then Topley's in for another over, I think. In comes Clem. Last ball of the over. That's a nice shot. Should go straight to the boundary. I'll take a 4. Unfortunately, that 4 is going to be equalled by the fact that Topley isn't going to score anything next over. But that's a nice boundary. Straight to the boundary. And, yeah, good stuff. We're starting to bat well now. Can Topley start to bat well? Let's see what he's got. I mean, to be fair, he got 4 in that over, so fair play to him. Not too bad. Puts the run rate up to 4.03. So, yeah, not bad. Another good shot from us there. It's not going to quite go to the boundary, but we'll go for the 2, which is going to be quite achievable. I thought that at first, I thought he was going to pick this up and throw it back to the wickets, but 2 for us there. We're starting to tick along a bit now, and getting these big runs rather than just painstaking singles will certainly help to increase our innings. But interesting that they put a lot of fielders on the leg side. Interesting that fielder didn't get it either there. I mean, it could have been a catch if it carried. It certainly didn't carry. But a lot of fielders on the leg side, which is interesting to see. 4 off the 2 though there. If we can keep scoring like this, I'll be loving it. Just need to make sure we don't get out and don't be stupid. No, we're not going to take the single there. And no, that's not because of tactics. That's just because we could be out and I don't want to risk that. We've had a good start to the innings. It would be worth carrying on, being composed. And I think, again, that's another 2. I mean, this is good batting from us here. But we were out for 29 last time. It seems that about 30, 35 is sort of our limit. We get out by a silly out, a silly kind of out by then. But it would be brilliant to get to our 50. We're halfway there. But balls like that, you can't get your bat on, are going to hinder us a bit. But 6 off the over. We've done well. It all helps to get a bit of a skill partnership going, but unfortunately Topley's back on strike for the next over. Can't do a hell of a lot about that, of course. But how long is he going to be on for? 7 out of 13 he had. 11 off 19, so 4 off the over again. At least he's consistent. And in comes Allen, the fast bowler. Can he take a wicket? Hopefully not. I mean, ugh. Not quite the right angle on that shot. I do like the Yorkers, but it's not worth going for an aggressive, silly, lofted shot, granted. It's really not. I always play attacking shots though. Never really I never really experiment with the precision shots, but that's a lovely attacking shot. But unfortunately, because there's a fielder there, even though all the timings were tick-tick, we are back into the non-striker's end. But another single from Topley means that we are back on strike for the last 2 of the over. Thank you, Topley. Appreciated. Andy Topley for the sake of argument. It's probably Andy or Alan or something stupid like that. Another single though, and he's back on strike. How long is he going to be back on strike for though? Just the 1 ball, and in comes Livingston. 2 off 24. I mean, he's striking well. 12 runs of every wicket for him. I wouldn't complain. Oh, he's coming from that side. You see, that's not very nice. Can trick us a little bit. That can. Dot ball there though. And we're so invigorated and hoping to go for our 50. To be fair to Topley, I did say, you know, he'd come and get about 20 off 60. To be fair to him, he's done quite well. Oh, it's missed the blooming wicket. But if that had been a direct hit, we'd have been out. We'd have been toast there. Has he just hit 4 or 5 off that over? 23 off 32 now for Topley. Well, it's a good partnership we've got going here. I can't complain at all. That's a nice shot. In fact, he's batted a hole over, hasn't he? Because Livingston's back in now. Well, it's been a good innings. It really has. We're doing well. And hopefully Topley can stay there just to keep it nice and secure. I keep saying we've lost the match because we've got that big total to get to. But runs are a bit of appreciation. You know, it all goes to the averages. It all goes to the totals. It all goes towards the stats. And to be honest, it's always worth having a go. Having a punt. I mean, we've had 30 again, 30 runs. That's usually our solid run rate, which shows that we are consistent, and that's really what I think.
That's an important wicket there. They really needed to stop that partnership.
Played well, but they'll be disappointed about not being able to get a bit more there.
It's every single innings. I mean, we've been clean bowled there, fair play. It was a bit of a slower ball. It put us off a bit and left us a bit confused. We went for our normal shot. And, well, the rest is history. And we're out for our usual lacklustre 30-35.
And really slowing down the pace of scoring here.
And that's unfortunate. Really is. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a bit of a collapse now. And they are all out for 2-5-8, which means that for the 4th time, I think, in this series, out of 5 matches we've lost. And it's not been good enough. The less said about that, the better. I mean, granted, in our first innings, which we had that collapse, at least we were the second highest scoring batsman, but 29 and 30 in those 2 innings. I mean, there's one positive. It's consistent, but not really good enough from the rest of the team, I have to say. We need to push on to get a 50, though, at some point, honestly. We'll spend another 4,000 on that, why not? And we'll adjust those by 10. Again, the bowling ain't going to hurt either. Makes a bit more of a better team. Well, the Midlands Shield's now complete. We've been bashed in that, but oh god, we've got another competition now in a 50 over cup between the same teams. Well, it's a Midlands Shield, but for the 50 overs. Let's have a look My team's Wolverhampton. There we go. That's the team for Wolverhampton. Where's O'Neill? Has he left or something? Where is Patrick O'Neill? Has he got any other commitments? No, I don't know why he was dropped then for that game. He's a good player. Inbox, no, nothing really going on. So O'Neill's been picked too, okay, as the backup. That's interesting. Well, my player. There we go. Selection status. No chance of anything. No chance. No chance. So basically, there is no chance of us getting into the county team though. So we've got to improve that. But 10 innings so far, 198 runs, an average of 19.8. But I have to say, 81.48 is a strike rate and 24 fours. I mean, that is not too shabby. But if you have enjoyed that, folks, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for future Ashes Cricket content. But I've been TIJ Gaming, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.